If you're just starting with Knimes and seeing all those nodes in different colors, that it can be a little bit overwhelming. But I think I made a selection of 10 nodes that are really handy if you just started using Knime, and they can be used in any workflow because the focus is mainly on data manipulation. So when you open your Knime, your screen is divided into 3 parts. On the left, you see the menu with also the node repository. In the middle, you see the canvas. There is place for a workflow. And on the bottom part, there is space for output. Now, to get Knime to work, you need a workflow. And a workflow is a combination of Knime nodes, all those elements that you see in the middle. And a Knime node is basically a building block that can have specific tasks, like reading in data, transforming data, even training a model, and all kinds of stuff. And connecting those nodes together, that creates transparent and reproducible workflows. So how do you actually get those nodes onto your canvas? Well, there are multiple options. You can drag and drop them from your node repository on the left, or what you also can do, if you're on your canvas and you do a right click, then a menu will open and a lot of nodes will appear, and also a search box. So if you know the node by name, you can search for it and the node will appear. If you have already a node on your canvas, you also can do is drag a line from the output port, and also the menu will open as well. And there is a shortcut that you can use with your keyboard. A control period will also open this menu. So as you see, there are multiple ways to get nodes onto your canvas. You still don't know what node you have to choose. You can have 3 different views of your node repository, as shown here. You have a grid view, a list view, and a tree view. And why I'm showing this is because most of the time, if you're new, you don't know exactly what node you should use. But if you use, for example, the tree view, then you see all the nodes that have a similar function grouped together. And that may also be some inspiration to see, hey, this node is also in this group. What does it do? And maybe it can be helpful for me in my specific use case. I would advise you to try all those 3 views to see what view helps you the best to find the node you are looking for, because this can give you some inspiration. Because, yeah, as I said, there are over 6,000 nodes in 6 colors. And the colors are not chosen randomly. The orange nodes that are reader nodes, for example, Excel readers, but also connection to cloud services, Databricks, Amazon Web Services, etc. All kinds of file formats can be read easily with the orange nodes. Then you have, for example, the green nodes that are used for modeling, like clustering, classification, and also deep learning nodes. Then there are the yellow nodes for the data manipulation task, and there are a lot of yellow nodes, and we'll come to them in a minute. The red nodes are the writer nodes. As you can read in from different file formats, you can also write to different file formats. And the blue nodes are the nodes to visualize all kinds of interesting output you generate. And then there are the verified components, and that is not really an actual Knime node, but it is more a combination of different nodes that has a specific function and that are collected in one node. There is different functionality combined into one node. And at the end of my presentation, I have a link to the verified components to get an overview of what they all can do. For example, in time series, in text processing, and explainable AI are very handy nodes. How do I find the node that I need for my job? As I said, you can use node repository, but I also want to mention 2 other sources. That is the Knime Hub. The Knime Hub has also the possibility to search for nodes, and what you get as a result, not only the node, but what you also see are the workflows where the notes are used in. You don't get not only a description of the notes, but you also have workflows that you can see how the note is used in action. And if you are on the Knime Hub, you can drag and drop those workflows onto your canvas and run them instantly and see if it's the node that you can use for your use case. And it's also interesting that you can learn from those workflows. It took me, I think, about 8 years to see that there is a nominal row filter variable. It didn't come up in my mind that there could ever be a nominal row filter, but it turned out to be a very handy node as well. So it's also not only by searching the hub or searching Notepad, another interesting resource. I definitely want to advise you to take a look also at Notepad, but it's also, experience, building workflows, looking at workflows from other people's, participating in challenges like the Just Knime challenges, not only to participate by creating those workflows, but have a look at the workflows and see how community members have created a solution, and to learn also from that as well, and to get more familiar with all the different nodes that you can come along. So you get your inspiration. Hey, that node is used in that situation. Oh, my BAME use case, I have this situation. Maybe I can use it also in my own situation. It is a little bit of both searching and experimenting. But we still didn't discuss the 10 underrated nodes that will make your life easier. I selected 10 of them, and here they are. And as you see, there are mostly all yellow nodes. And for that, I created a small demo workflow to see them all in action.